Hello everyone, this is Matthew once again, and of course I've just done my re-review of the first Ghostbusters movie, which I really love. And of course this movie's now 35 years old, that's running year 2019. I have reviewed this movie last year on June 1st, 2018, which was pretty long, but it was only a full screen. But I wanted to do a review of this movie in widescreen and more straight to the point. I want it to be more than 50 minutes long. So I've done a review of it. If you want to see my long review of this movie, I'll put the link below the description. And want to see my shorter review of this film, I'll put the link below the description as well. And now, when I review the original Ghostbusters, which is a classic, which I really love, it had a great story, great concept, the premise, the characters, the acting, the special effects, for the most part, really good. Great direction, great music, classic theme song. But the dream scene, I'm not really the biggest fan of. So that's the original Ghostbusters. So happy 35th anniversary. But now I wonder if we have the right time to celebrate it for its 30th anniversary. So happy 30th anniversary to the sequel that people either love or hate it, like the 2016 reboot, Ghostbusters 2. Once again, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, Hal Ramis, Rick Moranis, Annie Potts, and Ernie Hudson, along with Pierre Nickel and Kurt Fuller. Music composed by Randy Edelman, written once again by Hal Ramis and Dan Aykroyd, and produced and directed by Ivan Reitman. I grew up with the sequel when I was a kid, of course, and really do enjoy it. And many fans of this film are really split on it, where there's people who like the film and some that don't like the film. And the same thing like the 2016 reboot was. And people say either they say this is worse or the reboot is the worst. So people say like the reboot is better than this. No, this one's better than the reboot. So, and I know that Bill Murray himself is not the biggest fan of this movie because of the special effects took over. As he said, it was all slime, but not us. Which I understand his opinion on the film, but I respectfully disagree with him. And I'm about to get to why. And before I do that, here's the backstory. Ivan Reitman's real-life children, Jason and Catherine, make an appearance in the film, where the start with is the scene where Jason said something negative to the Ghostbusters about them going out of business, and of course you have Catherine Reitman, who appeared in the scene where Egon tried to explain people about their negative behavior, and of course Catherine Reitman appears when she's holding the dog, the puppy. Let's see what happens when we take away the puppy. Which is really funny. And of course, Jason Reitman, of course, he will go on to be a famous director like his father, who did movies like Thank You for Smoking, Tully, Young Adult, Labor Day, The Front Runner, Man with Children, and the two movies that I've always seen and I really enjoy, Up in the Air, and of course, Juno. Which, of course, I have Juno, and it's actually a really good coming-of-age film. Especially all thanks to Ellen Page's performance. And also, in the first Ghostbusters movie, they originally had to film a scene, or they had the idea about doing a fashion runway show of a girl wearing a mink coat, but all of a sudden the mink coat comes alive. But instead, they put that in the second one, Ghostbusters 2. So, and Janae's appearance, of course, was made significantly different for what she was in the first one because of her animated counterparts that we need to tie in with the real Ghostbusters. And hey, even when Ghostbusters 2 was going to get made, there was like a 5-year gap. When this film came out, they never had any intention of doing a sequel. But due to the show's success, the real Ghostbusters, they were like, you know what? Let's make it right away. And then we waited 5 years in 1989, and there you go. I wasn't alive back then, but my brother Steven was in 1989 when he was born. But of course, I don't think he ever saw the movie. But I mean, I'm not sure you would take your baby to go see a movie, especially when it's loud. But sometimes you can't bring a baby to a movie theater if you don't get a babysitter. Sometimes, especially, you don't want a baby to cry during the movie or anything because, I don't know. And of course, even the tone of this movie is different from the first Ghostbusters movie. Because between the two, the first film itself is a comedy, but it's shot like a horror film. But this one here is trying to be more in line with the cartoon show. I mean, there are some horror elements in it, but it's definitely a comedy. So they got rid of all the sexual jokes, the ghost getting Dan Aykroyd a BJ and some guys in the background that are smoking. Which of course there are some shots that they would do smoke, but the whole smoking is like toned down a bit. And they always were trying to appeal it to kids. They were always trying to appeal it to kids. And also for any adult humor there, I think the only thing you do get, I think, is I'm not sure about Bill Murray's, is a scene where Louis and Jeannie are trying to babysit Dana Barrett's baby, Oscar, and then of course Louis sits down and just looks at Ginny's legs and just keeps twitching his leg as he's gonna have like an erection or something. So maybe there's that. And like the first Ghostbusters movie, the actress who played Gozer, Sylvia Johan, who played Gozer, had her voice be redone by Patty Edwards because of her accent, especially, of course, her accent was being made fun of when she was trying to say the lines like choose and perish, when it sounds like Jews and berries. The role of Vigo was played by Wilhelm von Humber, who was definitely one of Hans Gruber's men in the first Die Hard movie. And hey, even Reggie Johnson was in the first Ghostbusters movie, and he was in Die Hard 1 and 2 as Sergeant Al Powell. And like the actress from the first Ghostbusters movie, Wilhelm von Humber is German, of course, and his voice had to be redubbed by Max von Sydow, who was fully unaware of it. As soon as when he saw the movie theater, he walked out in anger, as nobody told him that his voice was later redubbed. And of course, the film was released on June 16, 1989, as it received mixed reviews by critics, but did pretty well at the box office, but not as big as the first one, as it made like $112.4 million against its $37 million budget, which that's $7 million higher than the first one. And the movie itself did not get any Oscars or Razzie nominations, but it still remains divided by fans and not fans alike. And in my humble opinion, I don't think Ghostbusters 2 is that bad of a film. And hey, the film came in 1989. I know there's been many sequels when you have movies like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, Friday the 13th Part 8, Halloween 5, The Fly 2. They weren't that well done of horror sequels. But of course, there's Lights to Kill, which is a good one, and I do like Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. Star Trek 5 was no good, and neither is Karate Kid Part 3. The Fly 2, I thought it was okay. Number 5, I'm pretty sure is bad. Halloween 5 is bad. And Friday the 13th Part 8 is not a good film either. Which I really am not the biggest fan of it. Especially, of course, there was a billboard sign, which I'm going to get to, about this movie or why it didn't do well at the box office. And hey, even when it is divided by fans and non-fans alike, especially if people wonder why people always did not like this movie, either because of, well, of course the movie itself, I will admit, there are some elements that do remind you of the first Ghostbusters movie. When you have, instead of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, you have the Statue of Liberty, which of course is being controlled by the Nintendo Entertainment System, which I thought was pretty crazy. And of course, Dana Barrett gets captured just like she did in the first one, except she doesn't get possessed. And not Louis Telly. He's cool, so he gets a free pass. But of course, he gets to be a Ghostbuster, so good for him. And you did get a Walter Pagtide named Jack Harnemeyer, who's played by Kurt Fuller. And of course, you have ghosts that start terrorizing. You have a montage. Oh yeah, there are some sort of beasts that do remind me of the first movie, but it still wasn't a bad film either. I mean, there are some room there that kind of makes it be more its own something, but it did do something new and offensive with it to make it, I guess, as corny as it sounds, bigger and better than the first Ghostbusters movies, and maybe it would have been the greatest sequel of all time. But nevertheless, the comedy is really good, despite this not being as fresh as the first one. And the effects are really good. As of course, the first one was done by Boss Films from Richard Edlund, but now Disney gets to be involved to supervise the effects with the help of George Lucas Visual Effects Company, Industrial Light and Magic. They were doing movies like this one, The Abyss, as well as Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, but they couldn't do Star Trek 5. So it was pretty busy for that year. And of course, the cast all did great. As much as I respect Bill Murray's opinion on the film, but I respectfully disagree with him. I mean, sure, yeah, there's special effects in the film that do took over, but still, there's no enough to like about these characters. I still love Bill Murray's humor, who does a really good job as Dr. Peter Figman. Dan Aykroyd and Harry Ramis are really great, as well as Rick Moranis as Gurney Weaver and Ernie Hudson and Annie Potts. They all did great. The music by Randy Elliman, I liked it alright, but it's just nowhere near as great as the first one when Elmer Bernstein. And the tone of the movie, I don't mind it that much, but I would have liked it better if this one was more in tune with the first one. They get more of that horror vibe to it. I mean, the only thing you're going to get was the scene where they're at the abandoned train station or subway. And of course, they were making echo noise like, hello, hello, hey, hey, hello, Winston. And then you have these decapitated heads, which of course, there are some edgy elements in the film that got a PG rating, of course. So there are some, but mostly it's more lighthearted. Because, once again, because of the real Ghostbusters TV show, which, believe it or not, this DVD I'm holding right there has 2 episodes of the cartoon show. But, of course, on that Blu-ray that's remastered in 4K, of course, it has some features, but not much to it. But there's going to be a documentary about the first Ghostbusters movie called Clean Up the Town, as well as a sequel that talks about Ghostbusters 2, Too Hot to Handle. And I did see a remastered version of Ghostbusters 2 on Netflix, like the first one, which is really good. Because I remember on this DVD right there, there are some shots where I do notice the box, but when it's rendered 4K, it's less noticeable. There are still some dated effects, but for the most part, it still holds up. And Willem Dafoe does a really good job as Vigo, but I just really like Gozer the best. But he still is quite intimidating. It really doesn't have the same magic as the first movie, as the first one was definitely light in the bottle, but it still is a fun sequel. I don't think Ghostbusters 2 is really that bad a film, and it's not boring either. It really does keep the pace going, it kept me engaging, and especially seeing the Ghostbusters interact with one another, and you get a sense of them, like they really are like a family together. So, I enjoy Ghostbusters 2 for what it is, and I've seen sequels that are worse than Ghostbusters 2, especially like Home Alone 2, which I just reviewed, and I really enjoyed that one. So, if you want to give Ghostbusters 2 another chance, then yeah, go right ahead. I mean, I don't think it's that bad a film. It's definitely better than most people that make it out to be. It's not as good as the first movie, but it's not that bad of a film. So, for my rating for Ghostbusters 2, oh yeah, there's also another thing. I do like the song called On Her Own by Bobby Brown. As much as I like the Ray Parker Jr. theme song, but I do like the song On Her Own. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. Which I really love this song. Even Peter McNichol, he's really good at John, which I can't forget about him. And oh yes, even I was going to talk about the rating I'm about to give this film, I can't forget about this. In the first Ghostbusters movie, which I know is not a big deal, but I had to get this out of the way. In the first one, when they encounter the library ghost, so what do we do? Would you come over sing here, please? Come here, Francie. He pulls his right ear. Pigman pulls Ray's right ear. But then when he gets to the second one, everybody's a cult. Who? Nobody. Somebody we know. Oh, I can't. I'm not Dana Barrett. My Dana Barrett? In the first movie, he pulls Ray's right ear. But now in the second one, he gets to pull 2 ears. It may not be intentional, but it's like when you pull 1 ear, that's Ghostbusters 1. When you pull 2 ears, that's Ghostbusters 2. And oh yeah, even in the movie, they always had to use this logo for the sign when they got rid of the original sign. Some people might be turned off by it because they think, like, you didn't need to put this logo in the movie when it's on the side of the car or on the building. Which, of course, I guess it means peace. I guess because of peace out New York or something, especially if they're back in business. But, I mean, it works fine for marketing, but you didn't need this logo in the movie. Heck, in the video game, which, of course, I'm wearing this shirt right now, as I did that in my older review of the original Ghostbusters back in 2018. Especially, I just wore this on my review of the first one. They kept the original logo, as well as that 2060 reboot. And, yeah, I mean, we don't need a logo. And, of course, that's also another thing. Especially when Ghostbusters 2 came out, it just came and went, and people just somehow just completely forget about this movie because it wasn't the first movie. I know it's not the first movie. It doesn't have the same magic as the first movie, but it's not that bad a film. And the reason why it didn't do this much good business as what the first one did is because either A, maybe it didn't need to be turned to a franchise, maybe it was just bad marketing, or was it just bad timing because of this one movie that was having quite the competition with Ghostbusters 2, especially Jason Takes Manhattan. Yep, that's right. It's all because of Tim Burton's Batman. Of course, yeah, if I had to pick between the two, I do like Batman better than Ghostbusters 2. I like Ghostbusters 2, but I love Batman more. It was a big deal in 1989. Tim Burton was directing. Michael Keaton was going to be Batman. Everyone hated. But when I saw it, it made big chunk of money in the box office. It's all because of Batman. It's all because of Batman. And hey, instead of there's something strange in our neighborhood, who are you going to call? Hey, man. Hey, man. I mean, come on. Who cares about He-Man? But I don't mean the trash people who don't like He-Man. But it was the 80s. But hey, even I would imagine they was saying this song in some strange in the neighborhood, who are you going to call? But instead of He-Man, they would just say, Batman, Batman. And just show both Ray and Winston their disappointment as if their movie's not doing on the box office. Well, just fine, Lewis. We got arrested. But replaced it with, well, that's fine, Lewis. We got our butts kicked by Batman in the box office. And yeah, there are some funny moments in the film. Like one, for example, is this. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I don't think it's really necessary to call my clients frauds. Okay, the black guy was a terrible mistake here, but I don't blame them when I was stuck in the elevator. I was turned them to a dog, and they held me. Thank you. Very good, Lois. Short but pointless. So, but yeah, it does have some nice, memorable moments in the film. Because sometimes weird stuff's happen, someone has to deal with it, and who are you gonna call? Two in the box, ready to go. We be fast and they be slow. We're the best, we're the beautiful, we're the only Ghostbusters. Yeah. So, yeah. Ghostbusters 2, I don't think it's that bad. But if you have not seen Ghostbusters 2, feel free to check it out. But for those who really... How do I put this? If you're not really unhappy with the reboot and all that, then maybe you'll just stick with this one. And hey, especially when you saw the reboot, you're like, what do I care? I'll just pop into this one. Which, of course, yes. I have been doing what I was thinking about, and I'm going to have to do a review of the 2016 reboot. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that movie, but I'll give it a fair shake. And no, it's not because of the whole gender thing. It's not. It's not. The trailers did not impress me, but I've always avoided this movie when it came out and didn't want to review it and didn't want to see it. But now on, I might as well turn myself in and just watch the thing, review it, and then move on. But whatever I'm going to say about my opinion on the film, just be careful what you wish for. But whatever it is I'm going to say, I don't get paid to say, oh, you're just saying it because you really want to hate the film, or you're just saying it because you just really want to like the film. No. I'm just going to give you my honest opinion once I review the Paul Feig flick with Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones. I'll give you my opinion on the film. So, but just don't attack me or anything else and give me nasty comments. This is just me, my opinion on the movie. Plain and simple. And whatever I say, it's fair. And everyone has the right to opinion, because there is no right or wrong answer. So, yeah, I enjoyed Ghostbusters 2. It may not be as fresh as the first one, but it's not a bad film. And I'm going to give Ghostbusters 2 a B. Definitely not a bad film, but I just say give it another look. So, happy 35th anniversary to the original Ghostbusters, and happy 30th anniversary to Ghostbusters 2. So, that's my review of the original 2. And, of course, I have seen the trailer for the new Ghostbusters movie that's going to be directed by Jason Reitman. I saw it. It looks really good. I don't know how that movie's going to work since Howard Ramis passed away, but if they ever get Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson on board to pass on the new torch with the new Ghostbusters that's going to feature 2 boys and 2 girls, well, let's hope so. Let's hope it's good. Let's hope it's good. So, thanks for watching my review of Ghostbusters 2. Let me know what you think of it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Feel free to put your comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you guys later. Thank you, and good night.